everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today at Anime Reaction watched the first episode of Bloodivores.
If you want to check out our reaction to the first episode of Bloodivores, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos. And thanks for watching.
So, Bloodivores Episode 1. It was by the same production company that did Hitori no Shida last season.
So that kind of had us apprehensive going into it, but those worries were shot quickly shot the shit.
Yeah, quickly.
Oh man, loving it so far.
Yeah, so just first off, the animation is a lot higher quality than what Hitori no Shida had.
I think the only qualm that I had with the animation was right there at the beginning, where that random Bloodivore, random vampire. We didn't get to see much of him, but he tackled a lady to the ground, and the lady's sitting there screaming her head off. I think that was my only qualm about the animation. It just seemed off by that much.
I mean, again, you got to show what happens, I guess, to a Bloodivore when they don't get enough blood, so that scene was really just for exposition's sake. But overall, I think this is a better production on all the technical fronts than Hitori no Shida was. I mean, the story immediately just grabs you by the scruff of the neck and just drags you along on a really wild ride.
That's by the scruff of the neck so that you can burn it?
Pretty much. Well, I guess by the wrist in this case, yeah. So
we start out kind of in media res style, where we have Miliu, who's the main character. He's driving a sports car, and he has Anji in the passenger seat. Anji is the main female character, who is, I guess, his love interest. And they're running from the cops. They end up running into a tunnel, and Miliu gives Anji these flashbang grenades to throw out the window, and they work to perfection. Flash goes off, cops get blinded, cops for some reason get blinded and go, oh shit,
they did their best Blues Brothers reenactment.
That's one thing I never got, like in fiction. Oh crap, I can't see anymore, I'd better turn my car.
Right? Instead of like, oh, let me just take my foot off the gas and hold it straight until I get my sight back.
Or you know, calmly press the brakes. Just saying.
They're trained for these situations.
Even if you were to run into a vehicle in front of you, it would still be safer than running directly into a wall at like 70 miles an hour.
Or yanking the wheel over 180 degrees to left or right and possibly rolling over.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Just so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, just
I'm not blaming this anime in particular. It's just you see that
one of those tropes that
often.
Just doesn't make
you see it in
sense.
fiction.
Yeah,
a lot.
Anyway, so they exit out of the tunnel and they get stopped by basically it's almost like a striker.
I was about to say it's a striker tank.
Yeah, it's an APC.
Yeah. Striker APC.
Armor personnel character or carrier. Character. Yeah.
Now we need to bring up a graphic on screen of it with the anime eyes.
Anime eyes. Oh, I hope Abrams Senpai notices me.
But anyway,
Moified tanks. Oh god.
This one in particular has BST written on the insignia.
Well, technically it's BSTD. Because it's like
Bureau of Special Threat
Department or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, that's nice and redundant.
Anyway, yeah. So then it flashes back to how it started. Like I said, it was, in media res style.
And then another thing you see in a lot of fiction, particularly crime thrillers, is a bank robbery, and things go south because of one idiot.
Yeah. I actually thought it was kind of a bold move to start the series off with the in media res beginning. Usually you wouldn't get that until a little bit later, unless it's a series that does that like all the time. But yeah, so it shows them kind of prepping for something that it doesn't tell us right away.
Yeah.
And it has Miliu and Wen Chao sitting at a coffee shop, and they see a Bloodivore across the street go insane because he hasn't had blood in forever, because apparently blood is very expensive. Very, very expensive.
Well, you can't exactly just get it on the street now, can you? I mean...
Well, you can.
It's not legal, and you'll end up like this guy did.
Basically, he ends up going nuts and jumping a lady and killing her, sucking out her blood. And then the BST show up, and they shoot his ass, and then they beat his ass.
They go to Pound Town on him.
Yeah.
Hard.
I dare you to say police brutality, bitch. Say it. Say it. Anyway.
Vampires' lives matter.
Ow! Bloodivore lives matter. Ouch! And current.
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. I thought my jokes were horrible.
That one was bad.
I enjoyed that far too much.
I don't know if we should leave that in.
I think we should.
That was really bad.
Fuck it, I think we should.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, Dude-Man gets his ass beat to a bloody pulp.
Yeah, I mean, the robbers are leaving.
You're seeing blood splurting out as they're hitting him with batons.
Yeah, all the way till they, all the way till they, I forgot the word. All the way till they snap to the next scene.
Yeah.
Just like...
And the next scene was basically them...
Hey, come on, Bobby, you want to hit? Hey, sure.
Right.
But the next scene was basically Milu and...
Wen
Chao.
Everybody went Chao tonight.
NG comes through and just moseys on up, and all right, let's
we're ready. Let's do
going.
this.
Yeah. Well, they do briefly mention that there's a demonstration or a riot going on in front of City Hall, and so
the heat's a little more.
That's why the police showed up so quickly, and maybe they should move it to another day, but nope, going right forward with this robbery.
Smooth, Leroy.
Yeah. So anyway, they start robbing a bank, and their genius disguise is sunglasses.
I gotta say, this actually hides their face, so it's a better disguise than anything you'll see on Sailor Moon.
True enough.
But I don't believe it.
Yeah. Anyway, so they true to life, actually, they want the bank manager to open the vault, and the bank manager can't, because literally they can't.
Yep.
Like, that's just straight up true to life. It's a robbery countermeasure.
Exactly that. But Milu
hacks into the on-site servers.
Hack.
Which also, first of all, why would the access for that be
in the
outside locked doors
in the
lobby? Yeah.
Anyway, so he hacks into the server, gets the password, gives it to Anji. Anji puts in the hard drive thingy.
Now, at this point, I want to point out how nonchalantly he tosses a hard drive
with
over to
something
Anji.
that important.
The nonchalantness of Miliu, the nonchalantness of this guy.
He's very laid back.
Is probably going to start bugging me later on in the series.
I think it explains a little bit later in this episode why he's so laid back about the whole thing. Because he's not... I'll just talk about it now.
Yeah.
He's not doing this for the money. He's not doing this because he has to. he's doing this to act out.
Yeah.
Because his father is the head of the BST, and from what I could tell, his father probably ended up having a child with his mother just so that he could have a half-born, basically. Just so that he could have a child that is half human, half Bloodivore, to be the child of peace. And honestly, I'm not surprised that he turned out the way that he did, because that would be really hard to live up to. Like, really, really hard to live up to.
Basically being raised to be a political tool.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But that's why he's so nonchalant, because, oh well, if they get caught, whatever, it's attempted robbery instead of actual robbery.
Yeah. And for the specific amount, it's not a whole lot, so he would get a reduced sentence anyway. And he's a juvenile.
Yeah.
That reduced amount ended up being 20,000.
No, it's like 20. It was about 20 million yen.
It's about
just over 20 million yen. It's about $200,000. So I mean, that's not like a small amount. But
I'm about to say, contrary to what the bank teller said, that'd be enough to satisfy me.
At the same time, during this whole bank heist thing, when Chow is the gun-toting bastard who's keeping everybody in the bank.
He's the muscle.
Yeah, he's the muscle.
The dumb muscle. Emphasis on dumb.
Yeah. So while Miliu and Anji are in the vault getting the money, Wen Chao's outside of the vault holding the hostages. And he ends up having a conversation of sorts,
I guess, with the bank manager.
And the bank manager is basically trying to butter him up, saying, "Oh, I identify with the plight that you Bloodivores have.
Yeah, he tries
how expensive blood is, and all that."
He tries to butter him up, then he tries to hook him up to sell him blood.
Yeah.
To get him in debt.
Yeah. Basically, what it ended up being is that the bank manager was a part of the black market for blood, where basically the people who couldn't pay off their debts, they would siphon blood off and sell that on the black market.
Interesting.
Basically, the bank manager was a piece of shit.
Yep.
Man, kind of makes my student loans seem not so bad anymore.
But anyway, so they end up getting the money. They decide, Miliu's like, "Hey, we need to get out of here." And
Wen Chao's like, "Hey, let's go get more." No, we had a plan.
We had a plan. Stick to the plan, Leroy.
Yeah. Anyway, so so they're running out of the bank, and a little bit of money drops on the ground. Just a stack of money. And so Wen Chao, a fucking retard of the year award right here.
All right. Picks it up.
Okay, I see money on the ground. I'm going to pick it up so that we, have the amount that we wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take off my mask first.
Take off my mask and bend down slowly. You all right? I'd assume that if you're agile enough to pull off a bank heist, you could just scoop up and pick up some of it while you're running and get the hell out.
Anyway,
first mistake here. Why the hell wasn't the money properly contained?
That is true.
Yeah, that is a good point.
That's a good point. If it were zippered up, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, the bag should have been zippered up. Point number 2, why would you take off your mask if you're doing something illegal?
And point number 3, why would you take half an eon to bend over and pick something up in the middle of a bank heist?
And then there's part number 4. Who was the dumbass who didn't check the bathroom? And by the way, that baby, or that child, takes way too long to take a shit.
It should have been Anji and Wen Chao. Because Wen Chao said he didn't check the bathroom, and Anji came back, so I assume those two were scoping out the bank.
Anyway, somebody didn't check the bathroom. Child opens the door, sees Wen Chao's face, Wen Chao decides that, he's not going to leave any witnesses, so he goes to kill the kid.
Anji's maternal instincts kick in, shield the kid, and
then Mi Liu goes to tackle Wen Chao. Shot goes off. I'm not sure what set it off.
I was about
battle royale caller.
So my thought here is that little color thing detects
bloodlust,
the thirst,
Then why would
the need.
Then why would Anji's collar go off when she was trying to protect a kid?
Why would her thing go off when she was looking at the kid?
She's Shotokan?
The younger, the tastier? I don't know. Anyway, her collar goes off, which fucks up the entire plan because now the BST can track her anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
At least that's what I got from it.
And I assume they explode if you try to remove them, like Battle Royale.
But so they end up getting out of the Chen Feng, who was the driver, Chen Feng, I should say, who was the driver, comes in, tells them, "Hey, police are coming. We need to go." And so they exit the bank, and then right before they get in the car, Wen Chao points a shotgun at the back of Anji's head and says, "Hey, her collar's going off. She's not coming in the car with us." At which point, Mi Liu says, "We're not leaving her behind," and then throws the bag over and tells them to go fetch, basically.
Well, they pull out.
And then takes off in the Porsche.
Both Chen Feng and Wen Chao both go to grab the bag, and in that time, Mi Liu and Anji take off in the Porsche, which leads to the scene that we saw at the beginning. And it shows... So it flashes back forward to when they're stopped by the Striker APC, and it shows Mi Liu and Anji being detained, and then it also shows Chen Feng and Wen Chao being detained, still back at the bank. Way to go, guys!
But you see a little bit that the bag that Mi Liu tossed was actually full of like random paperwork and not money.
He fooled them. Fooled you. But then it flashes forward to when they're in the police station being interrogated, and Mi Liu is being very flippant about it because that's what he wanted. Like, he wanted to get caught. He wanted to add extra shit to his resume, as it were.
Yeah, so he's been at this before. Before we get any further, because this is going to be important, I have to bring up a bit of a point here. Some of the elements in here kind of confuse me as to like the setting of this story. The money they steal.
The heck was that?
I don't know.
The tape came off.
Oh.
I'll fix it later.
Okay. So the money stolen in the robbery is Japanese yen. The names are all Chinese. But the badge on the front of the police station building looks like a constabulary badge from a Commonwealth nation, probably Hong Kong in this case. Where the hell are we?
But this is definitely not Hong Kong.
No, it isn't. The cityscape would look much different, much more crammed, if that were.
Where the fuck are we? Somewhere in the future.
Right.
In the future.
So Britain comes back and takes over the world again?
I guess. Anyway, so yeah, Mi Liu is being very flippant because he wanted to get caught. That's why he stole this specific amount.
Such a rebel.
So that so that it will fall under the
Juvenile
Protection Act or whatever. So that he basically wouldn't actually go to jail.
Community service,
out on parole or out on bail or whatever. It shows Wen Chao on the other side of the glass basically being like, "You fooled us, you fucking asshole," and then he gets beat by the cops, which was hilarious.
Oh, hilarious.
So
that's probably going to be a running gag.
But basically it ends up that Mi Liu confesses, and the the inspector was like, "Did you confess?" And he's like, "Yeah." Why not? It's just a robbery. And then it shows the drop files that the inspector had. And as it turned out, all the hostages died, including the kid. All the hostages were killed.
That was not in the
Not
plan.
with guns. By the way, I want to point that out. They were not killed by guns. So, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And also, oh shit.
That was an epic oh shit face.
Fast forward to when they're in their trial, and I do have to say it.
Sentencing,
in the
really.
near future, Courts of Law goes super fast.
Very nice.
Anyway, basically immediate sentencing, but it has the four of them standing there. And then before the sentencing, Chen Fong and Mi Liu are talking amongst each other, saying, "Did you do it? Did you do it?" I don't. And Mi Liu's like, "Well, Chen Fong, he didn't enter the building," which he actually did. He was in there for like a split second.
A few seconds, telling them to get the hell out.
But Chen Fong wasn't there. He knows that Anji wouldn't do it. He didn't do it. And he thinks Wen Chao is too stupid to do it, which he is.
Damn, but true.
Yeah. Damn, but true. So he's not sure who actually did it. Sentencing comes down, and the judge says, "I sentence the four of you to death." Fast forward to when...
and between these scenes here, there is a shady dealing somewhere.
Some mysterious organization.
How you're gonna fix this, and
you're not gonna handle it like you did your wife, are you?
Yeah. Talking to Mi Liu's father, by the way. Anyway, so flash forward, and we see Mi Liu going into a detention facility. There he meets his father, and they have a brief argument. And Mi Liu, grabs his father by the collar.
When the dad talks about the mom.
Yeah.
Which I'm very surprised that right there we didn't get a mob of cops just beating his ass to the ground.
The director probably was like,
leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I got this.
Yeah, I need a few minutes or whatever. But so he grabs him by the collar, and then his father grabs him by the wrist and has something on his glove that burns him.
Some sort of powder,
Pouch?
Perhaps, or something.
But yeah,
something
basically
happened
says,
there that basically left a
you and I are
mark.
Me and you are no longer father and son. So he disowned them. Ouch, by the way. Ouch, by the way.
Nice and seared.
Yeah.
Getting burned is not fun.
So then we see the prison transfer where they have all four of them in the back of a van, and they're driving on a highway. It shows two other vans pull up to the side, then get off the highway, then they stop. Then the back of the van opens, and it's a bunch of police officers with automatic weapons.
Full-on SWAT team.
And they just let them have it.
Emptied all the ammo into the back of that van.
And then bonus balled them.
Bonus ball, yeah. And that was a really nice way to just cut the black.
Yeah.
Just black. End of episode.
So obviously the characters didn't die. They're Bloodivores. I assume they're very hard to kill.
I would like to know a little bit more about the abilities of the Bloodivores.
Because they're not typical vampires.
Well, obviously they still have extreme regeneration of Wolverine or Deadpool levels. If they can survive what amounts to a Mexican mafia hit. They got lit up.
Yeah.
I mean, they got lit up more than I do when I play Destiny. Goddamn. Pretty much. And that's after I get 2 shotgun shots off.
But, so yeah, that was basically the end of the episode. I do have to say the music in the series is really good.
Very nice.
Top notch. The animation, like I said, is better than Hitori no Shita for sure.
I think, again,
By
production.
miles.
The writing and
The
direction.
writing and
animation.
direction seems to be better than Hitori no Shita.
Like I
By
said,
miles.
all the technical fronts, it's better.
Yeah.
So, way to bounce back, whatever the company.
I also am,
Emon, I think it's called actually. Yeah.
I also am liking some of the character designs here. Seems, other than Milieu, it all seems relatively real-ish.
More believable.
Yeah.
You're talking about Anji's lack of extreme gynaxing, huh?
Well, not only that, like the actual characters, like they look decent,
They don't look like too outlandish. They kind of look like modern Asian people, by and large.
Just modern people. They're just modern people.
They just have these weird collars on that will explode if they go into the wrong zone at the wrong time.
Yep.
Or try to take them off.
But yeah, so far this series is getting a thumbs up from me.
You're getting a thumbs up from me.
Thumbs up for me.
So yeah, let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Hell, it got an applause from us at the end of the video.
That is true. Because of that epic ending.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
But yeah, thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.